Hi, Mary Jo.
Hi, Sissy. Thanks for speaking to Family First
Hey,
today.
family's always first for me.
Oh, thank you. Well, I was looking at a weather map this morning, and I saw that in my hometown in Kansas City, it's going to be 105 degrees. And I understand that you've got some good ways for people to sort of stay cool and chill out this summer. Can you give us those tips?
I sure shall. It's a survey that was conducted over 10 cities by Keurig and Green Mountain coffee roasters. And what they found is in all these cities, nearly 70% of the respondents said they do not take a break to rejuvenate and cool down, even in the height of the summer season. So I think I've got some advice just in time for everybody to really stop the action and rejuvenate. It's really important.
Absolutely.
And I'm going to start by suggesting that you brew over ice. Now, we know about brewing coffee in our Keurig, and now you can brew over ice because their special Brew Over Ice K-Cup packs are specially formulated to stand up to the ice and all of those things that you do to customize an ice beverage. So I'm going to brew that for you. I've got a nice little perfect iced tea, a little half and half, black tea and lemonade. How does that sound?
Oh, that sounds yummy. Wow, it's like an Arnold Palmer kind of, but fancy.
Exactly. Everybody's calls it whatever they call it, right? Well, I think it's really interesting what we also learned in the survey. The respondents described it really perfectly when they said it's like taking a refreshing dip in a pool when you have that really nice iced drink. I think we can all relate to that. But the other thing is that when we do finally brew ourselves this nice drink, it's time to sit down and do something for yourself. And that could be as simple as getting through that magazine you've been carrying around in your bag for 2 weeks, or sitting down and maybe getting a thank you note off to a friend, or acknowledging somebody who needs to hear from you, or even something as easy as a telephone call, because we're learning that people are not making the connection via the phone anymore. It's sort of the old-fashioned way. We need to reconnect that way, and what a great way to do it while you're enjoying an iced tea.
Absolutely. Now, can you tell us a little bit about the Put the World on Ice survey?
Yeah, so it was 10 cities, and what we did was we learned about the different sipping styles of the cities. And I'm going to talk about the Big Apple first, here in New York. There are serene sippers. They're more likely to take daily breaks than most of our other cities. And by the way, their drink of choice when they take a break would be an iced tea versus an iced coffee. And then in Boston, we call them our bustling brewers, or I like to call them the bustling Bruins, because they brew at home, and their number one drink on the go is an iced coffee, and they will take that with them. It will travel with them all day. Because they don't really stop the action, Boston. They just keep bustling and going.
Keep on moving.
It's funny because I was just in Boston, and then I learned that statistic, that stat, and I was like, oh my gosh, that was so what was happening on Beacon Hill. They were bustling. Everybody was going in there wherever they were going. I was surprised at the Big Apple in New York that we're a little more serene.
Yeah, absolutely. So I live in Colorado. How does the West fare? What are we like?
Well, in Denver, we've got something on Denver, but I first on top of my brain for the West Coast is San Francisco. They enjoy an iced beverage in the afternoon, and Phoenix is less likely to take breaks than anybody. And Denver, we know they've got their own style. They know when to stop the action, because in Denver, there's always something to stop the action to do to enjoy the great outdoors. They're
Absolutely.
cool as cucumbers. They don't like to stress.
That's why I love it here. So is there a difference between how men and women relax? Difference between the sexes there?
Well, Mary Jo, probably isn't going to surprise you, but yes, there is a difference. The men take a break whenever they need it. They need a break, they take it. Whereas women do not prioritize. They don't treat a break as important. So they keep putting it off and there's always something else to do, right, before the break. Finish that email, pick up the laundry, do that extra kitchen load, whatever it is. We just keep, that's me. I can go through my day and look up and realize I haven't stopped the action. So knowing you've got an iced coffee or iced tea or brewing something over ice at home so easily, then you're going to stop the action and really take a moment for yourself. And like I said, connect with friends and do something for yourself.
Awesome. And the last thing, so you have some ideas about how to sort of make a little spot in your home for relaxing,
Yes.
like you're describing?
Well, one of the things I do is I keep a little canvas bag, like one of those LL Bean bags, And it's sort of my traveling sort of office and the place where I keep things I want to get to. And I carry it with me so I know I go grab it from whatever room it's in, and then I take it to a cozy place. I sit down and I can reach into my bag and pull out that magazine, or in this case, Hunger Games Part 2, Catching Fire. We have a little family reading this summer. And I know it's always in one place, and then I just take it with me. And I even keep some pictures in my scrapbook that I'm filling in. So I have this sort of traveling method that I use. So I know it's all in one place, and I can take it with me, find that spot, and catch up on those things that I want to do for myself.
I like that idea of having it all centralized
Yeah.
and mobile at the same time.
Yeah, because it drives my husband crazy if I have some stuff here and some stuff there and some stuff there. Hello. So I have a series of canvas bags that sort of is my life in different bags. And I know that's my reading bag, that's my little scrapping bag, and that's my my thank you note bag. So.
Oh, that's great. I think you have a book idea in there. Thank you, Sissy, so much for speaking to Family First today.
Thank you. Check out brewover ice.com for more information.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
Thank you.